Welcome back to SOS. I'm Staff Sergeant Badass. We're flirting with disaster. So, had a cool dude watches the show. Sent me something cool, and I wanted to do a actual video for it instead of, because I did it in the live feed. I did the live podcast, and we were talking about it a little bit. I got rid of that video, and I decided to make a video just on it. And sometimes I do weird stuff like that. That's what happens when you do this stuff all the time. So, this little kit right here, and I think it's the coolest thing ever, so I wanted to make a video about it. If you've got say you want to do a get home bag, you want to do, I would say a get home bag would probably be really cool to have something like this tucked away, either snapped to the side of your get home bag or tucked away in your get home bag. People make stuff too big. They make it too big and they can't carry it. And they put a lot of stuff into it. They realize they've got like 60 pounds of crap. And all their purpose is to get home. You just need to get home. And you want to be light if you're trying to get home. You want to be light. You want to be able to move fast and duck, cover, and all the other crap. You're not going to be able to do it if you've got a bag that weighs, say, hundreds of pounds of just ridiculous mess. You know, you've got like 4 blades. You know, you've got an extra gun in there. I mean, you need one gun. You know, one gun, one knife in a situation where you're trying to get home. You're going to want something to eat or something like that. That's a little bit different. But this probably wouldn't be equipped for a get home bag, but still, if you kept in mind the thought of what if getting home bag turns into a little bit longer than getting home bag? You see what I'm saying? What if you didn't expect aliens or Sasquatch to come chase you, whatever, or a Loch Ness monster? But anyways, in the event that it gets worse, you've got something like this just in case. Because any of you ever get that mindset? I know I do. I get the whole aggravated... what is it? You start thinking, you know, you start putting together a kit. I've done this for my vehicles. I have a little get home bags in my vehicle. And I have one I carry every day. And I was going to put this in it. Well, before I put it up, I wanted to show you guys. The thing is that I start putting things together and I'm like, well, you know, should I put a fishing kit in there? I keep looking at it like, yeah, I should probably put a fishing kit in there. It was just a little one. Alright, so I've got my fishing kit. That's how it starts. That's how it starts. Yeah, I'll do a little fishing kit. Fire kit. Alright, that's easy. I'll just do a couple of these. That's done. Well, what about this? You know, and then next thing you know, boom. So, this will solve that problem. Let me show you what this is. This Samuel has put together in this little kit. I know everyone's going to start complaining. He talks too much. Blah, blah, blah. Whatever. Alright, so inside here, he's got lighter knot. Now, if you don't know what lighter knot is, it's fat wood. Okay? Lighter knot. He wrote lighter knot. He went old school and wrote lighter knot. And I put these in here. I had them left over, but I wanted matches in there, and it's already put together kit, so I wanted extra matches. I like carrying extra matches. But that's all I added. Alright. Inside this thing, that's what the contents look like before I go pulling it out. Pull it out. Now I'm going to close this up and set it over here. Boom. Alright. Now this is just a plastic bag, I'm assuming. I haven't fully gone through. I think this might be a couple of garbage bags, or maybe one. What is this? What is this? Alright, is it a bag? It is. Okay, I am right. So now you've got this giant garbage bag you could use for a lot of different things. Yep. That is really cool. Let me see here. I just want to see how big this thing is. I'm curious. I want to see how big it is. I'll fold it back up here in a minute. So I could think of like a million different uses for this, just based off the sheer size. That's cool. Alright, yeah. So, man, I mean, you could think of a lot of different uses just from the sheer size of this thing. I mean, dude, I could build, like, I could take it and fill it up with, you fill up something like this with, like, dry leaves. You can get some leaves, and you'll have yourself a sleeping system, right? I'm just saying. There's videos on that. But yeah, you could totally make a sleeping system just from this. Or a shelter, a full-scale shelter, a tent. A lot of different stuff. Or carry water with it. If you don't choose to use it for any of those options, you could use it to carry water. This is cool. There's your emergency drinking water. This is just right on top. I'm just going right off the top of this. Emergency drinking water. Let's get that out of the way. Alright. And this is your space blanket. And this could go with... This bag could be used for so many different things. But one of them could be a shelter, long-term or temporary. This could go with your shelter. It's just wrap you up and keep you warm or whatever. There's your space blanket. Zip ties. Everyone knows that I put zip ties. If you've watched any of my other videos, I usually put zip ties in every bag I make. It's just because of the uses for zip ties. Did they label this? Yeah, this is like your this is like bank line, basically. But you can break this stuff down. This is the kind of stuff I pack. I have explained before that I usually don't do like paracord and stuff. It's just something that's me. I use like bank line. For example, here's the white bank line that I use for most of my gear. This is the spool tool I use to put it all on. But that's just some bank line. It's in black. You can break this stuff down into smaller strands. You can build yourself a monster debris hut with just this amount of line right here. A lot of people don't know that, though. You know. And then that's cool. Take a break of soup. Yeah, this is a cup of soup. Is that chicken noodle? Chicken noodle soup. And I've told you before, I did a video where I packed nothing but a box of this in one of the kits. This was for the dollar store bug out bag that I did. And it was a giveaway. I was giving the whole bag away. And I did. And I shipped it to him. A guy in Florida got the bag. And it had this in it. And it had a box of this Lipton soup. And I told you it takes up a lot less room than a pack of ramen noodles. And ramen noodles won't last as long. They don't have the same life expectancy as this. This will live longer. So I wanted something like that in my bag. So far you can see I can eat. I've got water. I've got a shelter. I've got something to have a fire. And then I've got stuff to build with. And I've just gotten started. And I got to tell you, Samuel, this is super cool. And I had to do a video on it. And then for flavoring, I know what this is. This is like your flavoring packs. I know that's what that is, so I can put that with the food, since I've got this in front of me now. Strike Anywhere matches. This will go, I've got waterproof matches, and then I've got Strike Anywhere matches. This is magnesium, and this is just the magnesium. It's already shaved up. You can sprinkle this in. It's the same kind of stuff you put in Dragon's Breath for shotgun shells. This will actually... you sprinkle this into the fire. You don't have to shave it. It's already pre-shaved. I like that. Nobody wants to sit there and shave that stuff before they get a fire started. There's that. I'm looking for any other thing that might be fire related. Alright, here is a ferro rod with some paracord. And then for building stuff, there's Gorilla Tape. That's actual Gorilla Tape. So I've got some right here. And it's identical. Yep. Gorilla Tape and some paracord. I'm not sure what kind of paracord that is. You never know. I mean, when someone else builds a kit, it could be a different type of paracord. Like you got the fire cord. It's got the fire one strand inside of it. You can actually light it. Some people will put those together. Here's some tinder. Yeah, this is fire starter. Basically, these are like cotton and Vaseline, and these are also in straws. They're already put together there. There's another part of a fire kit. This is the fishing kit I thought was really neat. It's got the details on it. He actually sat down and wrote all this stuff out, and I think that's cool. But this has got your fishing line and your weights. Another idea for you guys and gals that are watching the show right now. This stuff, I mean, you could put this together, and he's proven a point. Once again, you can make this stuff yourself. You don't need to go and buy some kind of pre-made kit. You don't need to. You can buy this stuff yourself. I mean, I would love to know exactly how much all this exactly costed. I can look at this and kind of give you an estimate of what it would be. There's your coffee, instant coffee. There's that. That kind of goes with food. I'm going to put that over there next to food. There we go. All right. There's fishing lures made from paracord, 550 cord fishing lures. That's cool. And that can kind of go with fishing kit. A miniature compass. Here's some aluminum foil. And aluminum foil can be used for bajillions of different things. Okay. And you could look up just aluminum foil. And I've seen people just use it just to make yourself a drinking cup. You know, weird stuff like that. Or signaling, using it as a signaling mirror. A lot of things like that. But, you know, another thing that goes in with this stuff here is like, kind of like with this, if you get a flat surface that you can put this on, it becomes a giant, this space blanket becomes a giant signaling mirror. And this is cool. I just think it's neat that I have a pace counting video for those of you that don't know what pace counters are, or need like a little hip pocket class on pace counters. But they actually made me a pace counter, and I think that's cool. But one of my favorite things is the pace counter. I think that's cool because he actually did the five beads at the top. That's what I do. That's what I recommend is the 5 beads because of the way the mileage ranks out. If you do the 5 beads at the top instead of the 4, commonly it's 4 and then 9 at the bottom. The reason why I use 5 instead of 4 is because the mileage thing. I'm trying to get to the 3 mile mark. And most people don't know that. And, you know, I'm not from the UK, so I want it to be in miles. So there you go. Just saying. Anyways, but I thought that was really neat that it had that in it, and I never made it. Little miniature Spyderco knife. You gotta have one of these laying around, right? But there's your little pocket knife. And then here's a can opener. This is a P38. There's your P38 can opener. And this is the kind of rubber band that's used in the medical field. And you can make a slingshot from that. You could do all sorts of stuff with this. There's a lot of different uses for all that. And then here is this is a baking pan you can use to cook your food. And there's your cup of noodles, and there's your baking pan. So there's your cooking kit. Just like that. So you end up with, let's try and fix this up here. There we go. Nice. But yeah, you end up with this really cool little kit. And look at that. I mean, look at that. Look at the size of that. And basically, you could throw that in your get-home bag, and you can incorporate that into different things. You might want a little bit extra food, just in case. I mean, you know, another pack of these, you know, a cup of noodles or something like that. But I love this idea. You know what I mean? This is great. And it all fits in this. This is 4 magazine. This is a 4 magazine pouch. This is also the grenade carriers. Back in the day, I got issued these when I first joined the Marine Corps. But there's your grenade pouches right there. And then you got your 4 magazines that go here in the center. But yeah, this is old school for the 30 round M16 magazines. But anyways, that all fits right in there. And you got everything you need to survive. And I want to incorporate this into my get home bag type ordeal, what I want to carry with me. But I am going to be doing an inch bag series, and I think this is going to probably go into my inch bag, but I'm not sure yet. But some of these ideas, I'm probably going to try and make some of this stuff myself to show you how easy it is. I'll do a series on fire stuff and just making some of this stuff on video and making it for my inch bag so that I can do my inch bag video. But some of this stuff's actually going to get reutilized in that way. But I hope you like this. And once again, Samuel, thank you for sending this. And I'm definitely going to send you something out, something crazy. But it always takes me a little while to come up with these ideas to send stuff out. Leather. I am low on leather. I have made so much stuff out of leather for people. And I've had a list of things, people ordering stuff from me. Basically not ordering. It is an order because people do ask and then they trade me. So I have been quite busy making stuff from leather for people because I get hundreds of emails on it. So that's that right there. And that's cool. I definitely want to carry that around with me, to be honest. In my truck, for sure. But that's really cool and I really appreciate that. It's really awesome. This whole kit is really awesome. But yeah, a lot of thought went into it. So, if you're building a kit and you're looking for ideas, that's definitely the way to go. This whole setup right here is perfect for anyone trying to put something together like this. Just go back through the video if you need to. These items can be sold individually. For those of you that don't know, I know the emergency water is probably going to be one of those questions someone would ask. The emergency water, you can go online anywhere pretty much. Just type in emergency water and you can get just, I think like a 4-pack of that or a 6-pack of that. You know, you can put 1 pack of that in your, it's kind of like Gatorade. Just so you know, it's kind of like a Gatorade. You could just get a Gatorade and put it in there. And life expectancy of a Gatorade would last for some years. You could put that away. And as long as it's, put it deep into your bag. That's another thing I always get asked questions about. What about storing food and storing liquids and stuff like that? Store it deep inside your bag. It will stay cool that way. If it's further on the outside and it's in a hot trunk, it's going to get hot real fast. If it's deep inside your bag, less chances of anything happening to it. Trust me, I know. I've experienced a lot of things because I've tested a lot of stuff just myself and the bags I put in the vehicles. Each vehicle we own has a bug out / get home. It's a mix. It's kind of a hybrid type thing, hybrid type bags that we keep in our vehicles. But each vehicle has one. And the truck is a very unusual inside. It has changed and it is changing. I need to do a new truck video because I am changing a few things on the inside, which is rather unusual. And I've upped the horsepower a lot. The truck is morphing into something else. But on the inside, it's rather unusual. I've got medical kits and stuff for food, stuff for sleeping, and everything else. Basically, it is a mobile home. You can get somewhere in that vehicle and just sleep on the inside. You don't have to. That was another change that I'd made because I kept looking at the inside, and you just flip stuff around, and it's a place to sleep and hang out. Me and the boy have already been camping in the truck. We just took the truck and slept inside and hung out on the inside. And we had like a sleepover inside the truck, and the kid loved it. But we were just testing it out to see how that would do, how we would feel in it. And it was perfect. It was amazing. Anyways, and you got 2 bench seats there that can hold 5 people. So you got 2 bench seats that hold 5 people, so that works out pretty good. I will do more videos. I keep getting bugged about the truck. It's not bugged. It's more like, hey, can you do an update on the truck? Because we want more ideas for bug out vehicles. So I'm going to work on that. And I'm going to work on that real soon. But this is an idea for you for your vehicle, get home, and also a work bag. You know, I've covered workspace, bag kits. Keep something like this at work, in your desk drawer. If you work in an office space, if you work as an auto mechanic, just for whatever reasons, pull your toolbox drawer out, throw a bag that size, I'm saying like this, inside of it, something really bad happens, you've got something. You've got something and you could stay alive. It's just throwing it out there. Just throwing it out there. You got something. And it's good to have something rather than to have nothing at all. That's really all I've got for you on this one. But you could throw in a bigger knife. For those of you that love knives and guns and less survival, I don't need all that survival stuff. Just give me knives and guns. That's all we need. You'll survive off that. Anyway, don't get me started. So there you go. There's your kit. And that's all you need. Alright, you're watching SOS. I'm Staffssergeant Badass. Have a beautiful, fabulous, fantastic unicorn pony rainbow day. And take it easy.